Hi class. Okay, in this video, we are going to head to the USGS topographic website. I'm having a little trouble with my mouse. Okay, the link's going to be below this video and of course in the instructions. All right, so this is what you're greeted with when you open up the page, okay? And to navigate, you can push down on your left mouse button to pan, okay? And then you can scroll with your wheel. All right, so that makes it simple. And then you simply want to type in a place. So I'm going to put in Augusta, Georgia. Will is doing his project on the world famous and very beautiful Augusta National Golf Club. And one thing I noticed is that this is Lake Olmsted. Okay, and they built a park. I mean, I don't know if he designed this. I'm sure it was named after him, but I'd like to know the history behind that. So it's pretty cool. I also have the terrain option turned on down here, and I wouldn't recommend the satellite one. So what I am going to do is just click on my crosshairs right here, okay, at the top of the club. And then over here on the left, you're going to notice that you get a series of maps that were made by the USGS. And this area goes all the way back to 1922. Now, some of the more developed areas in the country, you're going to go all the way back to the 1880s, okay? But most of us are going to get about here, or sometimes, like I looked at Lubbock, and we don't hit the map until the 50s. So kind of tells you something. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click on this guy, 1922. All right, and then if you zoom in, yeah, there's the high resolution version. So that's nice. And there's Lake Olmsted way back then. I used to love the way they drew the water. All right, now what I'd like to do is get a map that is similar in style to this one, because the USGS was constantly changing their graphic styles over the years to refine them. And so I want to get something that looks like this, but I don't want to lose this map. So here's how you do that. You come over here and you're going to pin this map down, okay? And now you can click on the other half of the golf course in this case and come over here, and these are going to be the same size. You can see the footprint appear with that hatching. And this, let me see, that says 1920. I'm going to go with the Clark's Hill 21 version. Yeah, that's a good match. Okay. And so I'm going to pin that down as well. And in fact, I really don't even need to do that. I can just start downloading them. Now, at first I was thinking we could get historical maps to go all the way up to the source of your water, and that's going to be too ambitious. But this student can have a great depiction of his site before the golf course was built. And you can see when you study the topographic lines and adjust the transparency that they really worked with the natural contours of the land to develop that site. And I think that's one of the reasons it's so good and famous. And then when you're back in GIS, you can just trace out where this water comes from. And obviously it looks like it's coming from the Great Smoky Mountains. So this is the headwaters of the river that flows through Augusta. And so a lot of good information just gleaned right here. Now, to download these guys, come over here to your two pinned topo maps. Now, the only reason I didn't add more maps is they don't exactly match, and they're really a bit outside of the AOI, so I don't want to overcomplicate this. So come over here to your pin maps, and you can simply download this map as a geotiff, which is so nice, which means you can just drag and drop it into your ArcGIS Pro project, and it's going to land exactly where it's going to be. So in the next video, we'll do that, and I'll show you how we can build up a terrain layer and export both the terrain and these historical maps to do a really nice and quick rendering in Adobe Stager.